Hey, happy Sunday. It's Jason from the Brass Brigade. So, I just got this knife a couple days ago. This is the Kristal Knives Aurora. And it is designed by a guy named Ivan. And then, so I don't want to butcher his last name. Check it out. Produced by Kristal Knives. I bought it through the Knife Nuts podcast, right? You just go to these guys' Instagrams. There's links in their descriptions, right? And you can actually, try to get your hands on one of these. And I highly suggest you do that. Ivan B. Knife, that's how it's spelled out on his Instagram. So take a screenshot of this so you can reach out to these guys later. So that's out of the way. So check it out. This is a full titanium, right? I don't know if you would call this a modified drop point or a spear point, but I mean, it's wicked, right? Well, before we get into this, look. So you buy the knife, right? You get the case, right? The zipper case. You get a cool little Knife Nuts sticker. You get a business card / card of authenticity, right? I got number 12. My dude was born on this date, right? Blade steel's S35VN, full titanium construction, right? This thing runs on multi-roll bearings, all that stuff. But check this out. This knife, mind you, extremely cheap for what you get. Like, talk about value. Not only do you get the knife, the cool case, right? You get to support some other knife lovers. They literally give you the whole knife in this bag, with the exception of the blade, scales, and pocket clip. I mean, they even give you the thumb studs or, blade stop studs, whatever you want to call them. They give you a steel lock bar insert, like an extra one. You got all your extra screws. So value on this thing, I mean, it's out of the few knives I've reviewed, value-wise, this one absolutely freaking wins. Price, value, all that. So check it out, guys. This is a knife, right? You have a flipper tab, bink, right? Great action on this knife. You got freaking, you can do the whole Spidey thing, right? Look at the blade, look at the blade. What? Anyways, you can thumb it, Spidey it, flipper tab. But here's my favorite part of the knife. It's actually disengaging the lock bar. Oh my God, this thing feels, I can't explain it. When you disengage it and then that blade drops shut, it is so satisfying. Like, I can't explain it. I don't have another knife that feels like this. I really don't. This knife, it has all your, got your little lanyard hole. This thing has a back spacer instead of like standoffs. It's got a little bit of jimping. I mean, the milling on these scales and the pocket clip it's the best production knife. Build and finish wise, I think I have. I mean, it's that good. The sound this thing makes when you close the blade, right? So anyone that has handled like a Medford, and that kind of thunk, like it's like a snap, but a thunk, when the blade stop studs hit the frame, that's kind of how this feels, like a lighter weight version of like a Praetorian, if you can believe that. I know. Again, disengaging this thing is amazing, right? And it's cool. Like, once you get the hang of it, you kind of start feeling like how hard you have to, like, bink, to get it down every time. But it's kind of hard for me to do it because I have a camera right here. So anyways, I can actually work this knife quite a bit better when I'm not on camera. So anyways, this thing has an overall length of 8¼ inches long, has about a 3.7 inch cutting edge, weighs about 3.3 something ounces. An amazing knife. I mean, I really like this knife. I don't know what to say. You don't have to worry about this sort of texture getting in the way of your cuts, because this whole area is concave on both sides. So meaning when you cut through something, the material isn't even going to touch that because it goes in. The material just sort of like fold out, right? Nice and stabby, super comfortable. I don't complain about hot spots too much. I like knives that kind of dig into your hands, but no, there's no hot spots. if you have, hands like a chick. There's none of that. This thing is sick. $250. You get like every part on this knife as a replacement. Like, it comes with replacement parts. It's not even broken. It comes with replacement parts. You can literally run this for a year and then be like, hey, I'm bored. Well, let's just replace all the parts on my knife. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Great knife. I can't say enough about it. So here at the Brass Brigade, I have a little scoring system, right? That's comfort carry, build finish, price value, cool factor. Comfort carry, here we go. Boom, a 9. The reason why it's a 9 and not a 10 is I was actually trying to find things wrong with this knife, and the only thing, and this is, you know what? I can't do it. I was going to say the jimping. I was going to say, oh, it should either not have jimping or it should be more aggressive. But you know what? That's just me trying to find something wrong. That being said, we'll stick 9. Comfort carry, this thing is amazing. And that's me trying to find something wrong with this knife. Build finish, a 10. 100% a 10. I have a lot of knives. Okay, I have a lot of knives. I've only been collecting 4 months, and I can tell you I have about 35 knives. I bought this Wee Knives Fornix, right? This was about 200 bucks, but you don't get, all the replacement parts. There was 410 of these made. It was a little less. I think I got this for like 220. But I mean, these are very comparable in size, right? Weight, everything. I mean, just have a look at the milling. Look at the pocket clip. Guys, right? A picture says 1,000 words. Just look at the difference. $210, $20, $250. Again, look at the difference, right? Doesn't have the internal relief cut like the Kristal does. Doesn't have the milled pocket clip like the Kristal does. Just saying. I'm not saying anything bad about this knife. I love that knife. But I mean, just look at it. Just look at it, right? You got the back spacer instead of the standoff things. Anyways, enough of that. So build and finish, it's a 10. And this is the first knife I've given a 10 to, right? Price value, well, you already know, it's a 10. $250 for a knife that had to be imported from Russia that they only made 150 of. Yeah, it's a 10. And you get all the replacement parts, a cool little sticker, right? It's 10. Cool factor. Cool factor, the only reason why I'm giving it a 9 is because as much as I like this knife, and as much as and unique as this blade is, again, like, it's almost a 10, but the reason why it's not is because there's a lot of nice production knives with a lot of crazy, milling on it. So cool factor, though it's high up there, it's not really like super eye-catching, like in its closed position. But then when you open it, it absolutely is. And again, the only reason why it's not getting a 10 is because at first glance, people might look at it and they might just think it's your, Chris Reeves, like whatever, fill in the blank, right? Knife, right? ZT, like, it ain't though. It's only 250 bucks. You get everything that you need. You get everything that could possibly go wrong with your knife as a replacement piece. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, cool factor is a 9. I gave this knife an overall rating of 38. I think the highest rating I've given a knife in my 6 or 7 hole reviews is a 36. So yeah, as for now, I mean, we're talking Medfords, right? Arcane Design. This has the highest score to date of all knives that I've bought. There will be more reviews. My name's Jason Grant. Like the video, subscribe, help a brother out. Yeah.